NAHU crew back again with more action from Running Aces in this week's edition of the NAHU Extra. Ray Catola here, joined here by Mike Prebosi, Ron Allens Jr. to preview not only the $7,500 guaranteed pick four, we'll have a brief preview of that. That happens in race number 8, but in tonight's 10th race, there is a nearly $2,000 carryover into the Super Hi5. Darren, thanks for joining us. And what I want to ask you first is, what is your play in this guaranteed pick four as well as in the Hi5 tonight?
All right, Ray. Actually, we are not guaranteeing the pick four tonight. However, we are estimating between $5,000 and $6,000 pull. I can tell you that last Tuesday night's 50-cent late pick four pull was around $6,400. Week before that, around $7,400. And so we've been right in that range for the last several weeks. We expect to have the same type of action in the late pick four tonight. Let's take a quick look at the tickets here in the late pick four and Running Aces tonight. Starts in race number 8. I'm going to go pretty deep in the first leg with 2, 5, and 6. And I'm going pretty deep actually in the first 3 legs of the sequence tonight. Not as tough as I thought the sequence was on Sunday night, which actually wound up maybe being not as tough as we thought it was. It only paid about $58 and change. I think that several of us did hit it on our tickets with for a slight profit. But we'll see if we do better tonight. 4, 5, 2, 5, and 6 in the first leg for me in race 8, 2, 5, 6. The 9th race, I'm going 1, 7, and 8. 10th race, 1, 4, and 5. And then 2 deep in the final race, 1 and 9. And please be sure that you're aware of the scratches. We do have some scratches on tonight's racing program, so be sure and pay attention to the feed. Scratches are shown on the bottom of the screen, and of course they will be announced several times throughout the program. $27 ticket for me tonight's late pick 4 in races 8 through 11.
All right, and Mike, or no, the other thing too, Darren, you have a Super Hi5 play, because I know you got to get out quickly. So $2,000 already in this pool, a bet you want to get in on. What is your strategy for that wager?
Absolutely. Listen, 50-cent Hi5 wagers here at Running Aces historically paid very, very well. And then when there's a carryover coming in, the action gets really deep. They really start firing into that pool. And so we've got almost a $2,000 carryover tonight. We've seen scenarios where they bet $10,000, $12,000, $14,000 into that situation with a couple of $1,000 carryover. So it could be anywhere from 8 to 12 or 14,000 that could be bet into that tonight. You never know what you're going to wind up with. But you do know that it's going to be a decent pool, and there's value in that wager here at Running Aces. Tonight, here's my ticket in the 50-cent Hi5 in race number 10. By the way, they give it away in race number 9 on Sunday night on my $40.50 ticket. I paid over $1,000 for 50 cents on Sunday. See if we do the same thing tonight with that carryover of just about $2,000. I am going to go with 1 and 5 in the top spot. Second spot, I'm going 1, 4, and 5. So I've got How to Train Your Dragon and Can't Hold Me Back Mac in that top spot, adding the 4 Argenta for the second spot there. And then in third spot, add in 1, 4, 5, 7, and 8 in the third spot. Fourth spot, I'm going to add in the 3 and go 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8, and do the same thing in the 5th spot. So I'm going to wind up there with a $36 ticket, and I'm hoping for How to Train Your Dragon or Can't Hold Me Back to get the victory. And I got the 1, 4, and 5 in that second spot, and as you can see, spreading out quite a bit. A couple of shots in there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And that's all you need to do is get one of those shots in there for 3rd or 4th, and it really raises the payoff. Once again, hoping to see another 10th race Hi5.
All right, Darren, thank you for being able to join us. We know you got places to be as Running Aces is running right now. Thank you for joining us and giving us your tickets. We'll let you sign off.
My pleasure, guys. Thanks for letting me join in the conversation here, and for both our late pick 4 tonight and for the 50-cent Hi5.
All right, Darren Gagne, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we did mention there are a couple of scratches, and there's also a scratch in that Hi5. I have the scratches here with me at the moment. In the second leg, the 9th race, the 2 no guarantees is scratched. In the 10th race, the race with the Hi5, the 2 Who Dat Love is scratched. And then in the 11th race, the 3 Who's Dreaming and the 5 Zachariah's Honor are scratched. So those are the scratches in both the pick 4 sequence and in the hi5. Now, Mike, give us a brief overview of how you saw this pick 4 sequence and your ticket.
Okay, so I thought it was a decent sequence. I'm pretty close to Darren's ticket. I used the same horses he did in the first race. I was 2, 5, and 6 there. I felt like the 2 is sitting on a decent one. I like the wake up last time. The 5 gets first Lasix, gets a slight drop, likely favored in there, even though it's 4-1 morning line. And then the 6, is dropping out of open races. And Longo, he was hot the other night. He won 4 on Sunday. He trains this one. Of course, that's 30 lifetime wins. I think that horse has a good chance. I'm 4 deep in the next 2 races. Looking at the 1 to start off, this horse gets the perfect inside draw. Just missed last time. I think needs used. The 4 Fire Dance, Longo again. This horse comes from Hoosier, out of those open handicap claimers. I think another one that needs looked at. The 7 Capitol Hill gets a slight class drop, and just has been facing tougher, and so is the 8. I think that one needs used. So 4 deep there. 4 deep in the next leg. Using the same numbers, and Darren talked about this race. The 1's obvious. I mean, this horse is right around it every week. It's just a matter of can the horse get the pace. The 4 Argent is a must-use. The horse was raced well from the 9-hole last time. It's still over 16 this year. Probably eventually is going to trip out. The 7, My Frisky Boy. This horse, was decent 2 and 3 back, and last time 7-hole, really no chance. I'm hoping for a bounce back there, getting James Yoder tonight, and then the 8 Barbosa. This horse got stuck in the preferred race on July 21st, probably for that big purse, and was first up, quit a little. Prior to that was racing well at the level, and then to finish, I'm going to use the inside too. Baja's Delight, Speed has won 2 in a row, steps up, and then the 2 Whistle Sticks. This horse closed to be second last time. Has been, I think, racing extremely well, sneakily, in a lot of these lines I think needs to use. So 1, 2 to finish. My ticket's 48.
All right, now, Rodney, I know you have a bit of a larger ticket because you think it's also a really open sequence.
Yeah, it is a wide open sequence, and there's several horses that can win just about all these races. So to start it off in race number 8, I'm 3 deep with the 2, the 5, and the 6, the 2 being the value play there. I think that horse really has a chance moving a little bit further inside. Should stay closer than last time, and I thought raced well to be second last time off of the qualifier and that race where she stopped. So definitely use that one as a value play in that race. The 9th race, I'm going 4, 6, 7, and 8. The 4 Fire Dance for Longo. First start for Longo here. Ships in from Hoosier. I think this one is good enough, and Longo's barn is heating back up again, so that's going to be a good value play as well. 6, 7, 8 are all pretty obvious in my book, and I don't really need to say too much there. Race 10, I'm 5 deep. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. And I think you're going to get some decent value in this race because the 1 and the 5 are going to take all the money. But I think Barbosa needs to be used there from the outside post, even with Longo jumping back on. And then the final leg, the 1 and the 2, that's who I like there. I don't see anything else getting there in that race, so that's what I'm sticking with. So my ticket is 2, 5, 6 with 4, 6, 7, 8 with 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 with 1, 2 at $60.
Now the opinion that is best, which is why we save it for last. I am back to my regular low price tickets. I have some confidence in this admittedly open sequence. I've seen Class here at the past really dominated this track, and so that's kind of the angle I'm taking with this sequence, starting with this 8th race, which is a bottom-level pacing event. The 2 class horses in the race, the 5 Maryland and the 6 Magnifique, both of them dropping in class. Magnifique exiting the open levels, and a couple starts back on June 3rd. She won here at this company, so she has proven she can race well here. The 5 Maryland, first-time Lasix, a 3-year-old competing against older, but still has raced decently against tougher in the past and can certainly perform well, including with the improvement on Lasix. Then in the 9th race, I'm too deep again. The inside, I take the 1 Squeeze Me, who has a decent track record here at this company, and then the level below this seems like this is the ranking she likes to be at. And then the 8 Boom Boom Shaboom I use, dropping down from the dollars at $3,700 level, has the speed to get into contention and draws inside with the late scratch, so she can certainly get involved too, and is also up against much weaker. I'm 3 deep then in the 3rd leg with the 1, 5, and 8. Every other race he has performed really well, and so I'm 1-9 in the last leg. So my ticket then as follows goes 5-6 with 1-8 with 1-5-8 with 1-9. That's $12 for 50 cents. Now we talked to Darren about it, about the 50-cent hi5 carryover, approximately $2,000 in that race. It's the 10th race, and we all have tickets prepared for that. Mike, starting with you, you got 5 contenders, and you just want to box them.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at Rod's pick 4, he uses these 5 horses, and I just feel like they're the main 5 horses in the race.
Copycat.
They're difficult. What's that?
Copycat.
Well, that's what I like. I learn from the best, and what do you want me to do? The 1 we talked about is obvious, but can't be trusted on the win end. The 4, has had rough trips from outside post. The 5, I don't necessarily trust on the win end either. 1-2 back in that tough race after, really outmatched in there, but they took a shot. It's going to get a driver change also. And then the outside 2, the 7 and the 8, both of which could pop up and win, given the right setup. Like Ray said, he likes the 8 in there. I feel like this horse can get, an early spot, and if he does get an early spot, then he can certainly win the race. I feel like it's those 5, and, instead of trying to wheel it and get creative, this and that, I'm just going to box those 5 for $60 and hope to get the right combination before I can get paid. So 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 in a box, $60.
Now, Mike said he learned from the best. I have no idea who he's talking about there, but I presume it's not you, Rod. However, I'm curious about your opinion, because you are our racing handicapper for Running Aces over at NAHUpicks.com. You have a big ticket in the pick 4. You going big again here for the hi5?
Yeah, I think it's a decent hi5 here. There's a few obvious ones that I think you have to have on the ticket, but really the key here is what combination and what horse pops into this hi5 to really make it pay. So I'm going with 3 horses on top of my hi5. The 1, How to Train Your Dragon, like Mike said, horse is obvious, draws the inside, but he doesn't have any gate speed, so he's going to be coming from off the pace. The 5, Can't Hold Me Back, Mac. This horse really doesn't have gate speed either, which is a bit of a concern. But again, 1-2 back, this horse plays well in this race. And then the 8, Barbosa, who does have gate speed, and I do think this horse is going to be firing off the gate with Longo tonight. Was racing well that last start. Nothing in Longo's barn was good last week, so I expect this horse to be better than what he was last time, and I expect this horse to be firing early, so I'm throwing him on top as well. And then I'm going with my 5 horses for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th that I use in the pick 4. 1, 4, 5, 7, and 8. And then I'm also going to throw on the 3 for 5th, just because I think this horse fits from an inside post and could hit the ticket underneath if something were to happen. The only horse that I really think is a toss is the 6, Sonalta Diesel. He's just kind of going along with horses, and he's going to be getting away too far back, I think. So that's my ticket. My ticket is going to be 1, 5, 8 with 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 with 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 with 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 with 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. It's $72. Sorry.
Well, I know in this economy, if you slice a person by the wrists, they won't bleed out money, especially since the price of a loaf of bread is the equivalent of that of a gallon of gas. That said, I have a $6 hi5 play for everyone who wants to try and get in on the action but just cannot afford to go to the extents Mike and Rod are to try and snag this pool. I believe it's down to 3 horses. The 158 as I have in the pick 4. How to Train Your Dragon, as I've said, is consistent at this level throughout the last couple of months. Third last time out, 1-2 starts back, second before that. That's oozing consistency, unlike the money that is supposed to be draining out of people's veins. The 5 can't hold me back, Mac, as I also said, a big class angle for this one. 2 starts back, beat How to Train Your Dragon after moving to the front, had an easier post then, draws a bit outside now. It's a bit of a concern, but again, the class should be enough to get him involved. And then Barbosa, Mike and I are both on this one. Definitely should be up close, has the speed to lead from the outside, but just has to use it and could also make for a decent price to put on top. So that's why I have the 5 and the 8 in the top slot, and then the 158 for second and third. Then for fourth and fifth, I used 3 horses. I had 4 originally in the end, but Who Dat Love did scratch. So for fourth and fifth, I'm throwing on A Bebe, who can certainly sneak into the mix, but is making a big move up in class. Still has that inside draw that has so many times put horses into contention, which is why I don't think he should be neglected. Argenta also moving up in class from the claiming handicap ranks. The move in class up is mainly why I'm ranking this one below my top 3, but it's definitely one to use for the ticket. And then my Frisky Boy at a disadvantage for that outside post, but also has raced well at this level in the past and can certainly be involved for those minor slots. So my ticket is 5-8 on top of the 158 with the 158. With the 347, with the 347, $6 for 50 cents. Our pick 4s can be found up on our website, NAHUpicks.com, as well as this hi5 carryover ticket. Those are posted as well on our Running Aces selections page. That said, that does it for another edition of the NAHU Extra. I have been Chris Elliott, joined here by Mike Rebosi and Rod Allums Jr., covering racing action from Running Aces Casino and Racetrack. You can find racing analysis from Running Aces every race day over at NAHUpicks.com, along with analysis from Woodbine Mohawk Park. Mike has a card currently going over there right now, and then we have analysis for the Meadowlands Racetrack as well. Don't forget, this Saturday, July 28th, pardon me, we are live from the Meadows Casino and Racetrack for Delvin Miller Adios Day, the pace for the Orchids. That show will start at a time to be announced. Do not forget, we are off Friday. We are going Saturday afternoon, covering the entire card from the Meadows Casino and Racetrack. I want to thank everyone for joining you, and may you have as great fortune as I do in this cookie.